Okay, now finally we're getting to some of the actual Windows Forms applications for C++, which I do have here. So you got like a, you know, I had to set this up. I mean, it's basically a CLR application, and you got to go through. I made a video about it. It's on the internet on YouTube. About how to create a blank CLR application. So, that's myform.h, and this is myform.cpp, and the trick is, firstly you got to set it up in your linker. So, and then you basically copy, I don't know, some of this shit somewhere. Again, I forgot. Watch your video. It's on the internet. Anyway, I know you have to do that, and then you have to close the damn thing down and start it back up, so it'll allow you to work on a form, because you got to go add a form as an object. You'll add new. Right click and go. Uh, add new item. There's the new item thing over here. So, then you could go over here, project. Add new item. So you need to, choose like a fucking somewhere in here. There's a form object. Forgot where it is. UI, probably. Windows form right there. So anyway, you add that to the project. Then you got to go, tell it where to start, and all this other crap in the linker. Because you start with basically, I think, a blank CLR application. So the form will be your only thing that you add into it. I still don't know if you can put more than one form in it or not, but anyway, we'll be covering this, in more detail later, because this really didn't do anything. It's just not actually that complicated. I'm afraid of doing Windows programming because Microsoft is kind of deprecating it in C++. So it's that they're no longer developing those features, and apparently they haven't changed in like a decade. So, and that kind of concerns me. I know a lot of people do program in C++ for Windows applications, but apparently they don't actually do it in MFC instead, for like making SolidWorks or CorelDRAW or whatever. I guess they do it in MFC for some reason. They got more direct control over it, I guess. That's probably the reason. But my God, that MFC stuff, that's a lot to take in. But again, just like in Chili's framework, once you get it established and out of your way, it's not that big of a headache. It's just, but there's just a lot of, I don't know, busy work involved in it. But, and don't even get me started on these DirectX. I mean, oh my God, are these fucking enormous. And they don't do much, but boy, they're fucking enormous programs. So, this XAML thing was kind of interesting, though. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to be doing much with DirectX in all likelihood. And supposedly there are wrappers if you wanted to do DirectX programming in like, C# or something, that's fine. But to me, I mean, I think a framework makes more sense. Somebody that's really defined a good framework, to do 3D graphics. That just, doesn't make sense for me to create my own. I mean, for fuck's sake, you could work in a, one of those game level editors or something, if you really had to, because then they got all the shit already figured out, right? I mean, I'm not going to try to, if I was like in my 20s, I might be thinking about becoming some kind of a video game developer, have a, delusions of grandeur or something like that, but no, I don't anymore. Okay, but we're on this project here. Okay, form template. I don't know what this is. I'm just kind of browsing through these. Okay, save changes to the following. I don't think well, I really don't want to save any changes to it anyway. Okay, so we got this. And I know one of these I kind of screwed up, so I couldn't figure out how to, shit. You know, but here's all your standard controls that you'll be familiar with, you know, so, myform.cpp contains this code in it, myform.h has that in it inappropriately. That's probably why I, abandoned this. That's not where it should be. So I don't even think you can run this. No, actually you can. Believe it or not, there it is. Pretty puzzled by that. I mean, there's not anything to this. This is way simpler than the other, What's going on here? There must be something hidden. So we got some kind of references here. System drawing. This fits that. System Windows forms. Anyway, external references are pretty convenient, but I don't think that's anything to worry about. I don't know. I mean, if this actually works, I'm really surprised, because this is way simpler than anything else I've seen. And I don't know what it is. It says form template. Again, I think it's something I was trying to, create a CLR project and I messed up. And that's why we got this in the .h, this as a .h file, even though it isn't. It's a form, because it's supposed to be down here. Let's see, we've got myform.h. Oh, okay, well here's some more of the code, but still that's pretty simple though. But it's pretty similar though to the other thing though. Yeah, so anyway, so this is all mixed up. That's why I didn't use it. Yeah, so this is pretty much equivalent to the other intro. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just screwed up. Okay. Okay, was that what it was called? Yeah, form template. Yeah. Okay, now this should be the actual real deal here. Lotto 1. Okay. Now if you take this program and run it, let's see what happens. Okay. So there's your lucky Hillary Clinton lotto numbers. Thumbs down on that video. Well, don't assume I'm a Trump supporter. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know this goddamn thing was still recording. Okay, but at any rate, I think I'll go ahead and break it off there and we can discuss this separate module.